Good morning, all you lovely people. Welcome back to the Grumpy Git on in the corner on a very overcast Tuesday morning. It looks like we're going to get more rain. Let's get into it today. Now, over the weekend, again, we saw the sad loss of some young lives. 3 in one incident and one single in another. Very sad indeed. But we're seeing more and more of this coming out in mainstream media now. Now, I've got a few questions about this. First, the young child that went into the river. Now, I'm not blaming anybody here. I'm not laying the blame or pointing the finger in any way, shape or form. But this seems to be an absolute tragic accident. But I asked myself, why was a 2-year-old that close to a swollen river that they could fall in? As I say, I'm not laying blame anywhere. It's just that I can remember as a young child, we quite often went for a walk by the River Thames. We were never down there when it was swollen. But I distinctly remember my parents always placing themselves between me and my siblings when they were young and the water. Obviously, people don't think that way anymore. But the other one does raise some questions, especially in my mind. 3 young children. I'm only going on what reports I've seen. I haven't seen any up-to-date ones today. But 3 young children ranging from 10 months to 7 years, I think it was. Dead. Nobody's saying how they died. But a woman was arrested and taken to hospital with injuries. Now, was her injuries self-inflicted? Because they said they weren't going to release details. The parents had been contacted, so obviously this person that was injured wasn't a parent. Maybe family, but wasn't a parent. Does this mean there was somebody else involved? Because I can't see kids that age doing that much damage to a 37-year-old woman. Again, the police aren't releasing a lot of information. In fairness, they're still investigating, and if they release too much, yes, they can compromise an investigation. Not that they know how to investigate anything properly anyway. The only things they throw out are little crumbs, which are basically hints. Now, they said they are from the Sudanese community. Are they underhandedly pointing out the fact that they're immigrants? Whether legal or illegal, doesn't matter. They're still immigrants. They're still not British born and bred. But is that the little hint that they're dropping there? You know, if they gave the full story, it would stop a lot of the conspiracy theories. But we know they don't. So, again, it's another waiting game to hear what happened. But no matter what happened, it is still a very, very sad thing when children that age are lost. No matter where they come from, to be honest. Now, the protests in London. We saw the reactions of the police. We saw who they started to arrest again. And I keep hearing people say London is falling. For those that you saying it's falling, you're wrong. Absolutely wrong. It's not falling. It's fallen. It's gone. It's history. Although it won't be recorded as such. London is now not an English city. It is ruled by a totally corrupt mayor and a corrupted police corporation who have shown their true colours. It is not a level playing field. You know, I mean, London now to me, how can I put this? Yes, it's not English. And there is a word I'm looking for, but it totally escapes me. But literally, any Englishman or woman on the streets of a weekend in London is liable to arrest just for being English. That is what we're down to. In your own country, when you can be arrested for being English. You know, London, well, a lot of the country now is like 1930s Germany. And we know who ruled the roost there. And it would seem that our lot are being exactly the same. Maybe they're role modelling. But yeah, you can be arrested for being English in England. I find that very, very fucking disturbing. Well, tomorrow I think we've got question times again, haven't we, in the house, so that might be an interesting watch. If nothing else, it'll give me a giggle. So, because there's not a lot of political news coming out there now. It's all a war, and how they're continuing to fund it. There's reports now that the Houthis somewhere have sunk one of the British boats, or a British registered boat. But oh, there's just threats. We will sanction this, we will sanction that. Fucking ridiculous. I will be a bit sparse on some live streams from now on. I started to watch one Friday, and I heard some disturbing things that really stuck in my throat, from both in the chat and the panel. I won't say what or who, but if you don't see me in certain streams, the reason is I won't be going into them anymore, because I don't buy into that shit. There were some very nasty remarks towards women, and it pissed me off. There was no fucking need for it. Some people say it was because of the drink. Well, if that's the sort of shit you're going to come out with when you're drinking, then I seriously consider you ought to do the same as me and give up the fucking drink. But I don't need that in my life, so I will be staying away from there. But guys, that's it for today. I have got a few things I want to do today. Whether I'll remember what they were is another matter. But until the next one, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and stay free most of all, especially free from the brainwashing. Respects, guys.